What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about D23, look a little bit closer at it. Oh, I actually talked about it once before, where if you go on their schedule, it specifically has one game listed, and we'll talk about that game actually in this video. But there was a tweet that I saw the other day that I thought, oh, pretty interesting, and we'll just go to it. Disney will hold its D23 event, obviously August 9th through the 11th, just next week, and they confirmed that gaming will be a big part of the event. And this account says they could potentially drop a teaser for the Fortnite Cross Marvel season there, as it's dropping only a few days after the event. Now, on the gaming leak and rumor page, you actually see their speculation is maybe something on Fortnite, Star Wars Outlaws, and a release date for Indiana Jones. Now, that's just speculation, right? So what I want to do, there's one game that's confirmed, and then I have 5 others that are kind of, we'll kind of talk about individually. The one that's confirmed is actually Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey is confirmed to be there. They're going to do a panel. They're going to talk about it. And that game comes out just about a month later, right? Late September, that game comes out. So that's scheduled. I don't know. Well, you have to actually be there. I don't think it's live streamed or anything, but that is in the schedule. It's for sure happening, okay? The Fortnite one, okay, I mean, I don't really care, so I'll kind of go through this one really fast. But there was also, like, the Disney collaboration. So, like, while the Marvel thing, and, I don't know much about it, right? So if that does drop a few days after the event, obviously that makes a lot of sense to show up. But remember, there was, like, that huge, unbelievable partnership where there's going to be, like, some serious integration, kind of going on. Now, again, will I play it? No. But is it something that's big, and is it something that Disney has invested money in? Yes. And it's gaming, right? So I think that makes a lot of sense to show up. I mean, it could be season related, it could be character related. I think it's more because of that past collaboration or partnership, I guess, at that point, right? Star Wars, to be honest with you, I never really thought about Star Wars Outlaws. It makes sense. I mean, we've seen so much of it. I think, honestly, I'm at the point with Star Wars Outlaws where it's like the game's just going to be what the game is, comes out the last day of August, right? And by the time D23 happens, you're about 2-3 weeks away. Codes are going to start being sent out. Like, people will have the game and all that. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess it makes sense because it kind of appears everywhere and we've seen it so much, and it is within, say, a month of when it comes out. But it was just never something that was kind of on the top of my head. Indiana Jones is also one that I never really thought of. Again, because of Disney, like, could you do like an Xbox thing? Yeah, I guess you could. Like, for me, and what we've heard, right? And I kind of even know, Gamescom and Xbox buddy, right? Like, Gamescom is only 10 days after D23, and Gamescom, we know that Xbox is going to have a pretty big show, right? And they're going to be there. I think that's where we get the release date for Avowed and for Indiana Jones. Now, because Indy, the IP, could you do the release date 10 days earlier and then show up at Gamescom, show gameplay, give the date for Avowed, but you already have it for Indie, right? And then just show gameplay and kind of move on. Yeah, I think you actually could do that. I would put Star Wars Outlaws, I think that would happen. Okay, so I would put that rather high. Fortnite, I think I would put rather high. Indie, I would put rather low, right? So if we're kind of like ranking them, Epic Mickey, of course, is confirmed, right? Then you have maybe 2 higher maybe possibilities, and then 1 maybe lower maybe possibility. 2 others, one of which we've actually talked about before, Kingdom Hearts 4. I think the odds of this one are next to 0. I know there's a chance. I know they've done stuff, I believe, at D23 before. The Disney, link to it, I mean, it's definitely possible, okay? I'm not willing to say it's 0. It's not 0, okay? And I don't think there would be many more people. There would be, but I don't think there would be that many more people more excited than me if they did it, okay? I would be overjoyed by that. So I'm rooting for it. It's just, I don't want to say it's not the right venue for it because it's Disney, and that is such like an integral part, but I still kind of want to say that. It just doesn't feel like the spot for it. I think TGS feels more like the spot for it. I think Game Awards feels like more of the spot. I think 2025, I think maybe taking 2024 off and still not showing anything, I think that almost just sounds more plausible than doing it at D23. Doesn't mean I don't want it. Just mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And the final one is Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. This is one I've seen nobody talking about, and again, I would actually put this one kind of low as well, but it just got a publisher. Like, I think on Monday or Tuesday, like, a publisher was, named for it. It comes out next year, and it's Marvel. I think that actually makes a lot of sense. I think that kind of lines up. So, honestly, if I'm right, I would put 1943, right? I would put that higher of a possibility than Indiana Jones. In my own opinion. Now, that could be totally wrong. And maybe because, like, Indiana Jones is first. Like, that, not first. I mean, it would release before Hydra, right? So maybe then Indy would happen, but, like, Hydra wouldn't. Also, by the way, like, you know, I'm throwing out 6 games. 1 is confirmed. You got 5 others. Just because it's going to be a big part of D23 doesn't mean you get 6, right? It could be 3. You could get 3 big ones. So Epic Mickey is already locked. Fortnite would be big for, like, a good amount of the planet's population, just not me, right? But you have to be fair. Like, although I'm not into it, of course Fortnite's a big deal. Of course it would be a big deal to have a huge collaboration, you know, kind of announcement at D23. So if you do those 2, right? Epic Mickey's on the smaller side, but then Fortnite's massive. You pick one other one, Star Wars, you know, maybe Indiana Jones, or maybe both, maybe just one of the 2, like take your pick of those, and maybe that's it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm never too confident like Kingdom Hearts, because then you're kind of flooding it. And it's like, hey, I want 6 games to be shown there. Does 6 games actually make sense? No, I actually don't think so. I think you're getting like 2 to 4. I think 2 to 4 is kind of the range of games you'd be getting. 1 is already confirmed, so then you have to just play around with the rest. So that's the reasonable ones in my mind. I'm trying to I don't know if I'm forgetting any. You can definitely know and there could be like smaller ones, right? One's kind of like off the beaten track. Maybe that appears, but those are the bigger ones that come to mind, at least for me initially. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure as always you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.